half of Mike's family all work legit jobs, but on his mom's side of the family, they were all in the streets. Mike started out kicking in doors and selling.
That's like my family type shit. My mom's side of my family, you gonna get lawyers, you're gonna get everybody, you're gonna get real estate agents, you're gonna get everybody doing something successful in life. My dad family, man, you're gonna get everything streetwise, man. You know, y'all. What's up, Cash Gang? It's your boy CASHOUT DANZEL, man. Back with another video for y'all boys, man. For the react to the crazy story of Rio, the young OG, man. Let's get into the video, y'all boys.
Rio, the young OG, was changing the game around 2019.
I ain't gonna lie, fuck with that boy Rio music. His music is different. Music.
He went to prison right before he really popped off.
Yeah, he just got released.
Now he's finally home and is trying to take over the whole industry.
For sure.
He's got a wild story that most rap fans don't know anything about.
Right.
And today we're breaking it all down. Rio, the young OG, came up in Flint, Michigan, and had a crazy life from the jump. His mom was addicted to drugs when she gave birth to Rio, so he was actually adopted from the hospital when he was just 3 days old. Rio didn't even know he was adopted until he got older, though. The woman who adopted him was friends with his mom. Rio always thought that his real mom was just a family friend. Then when he was a kid, Rio got into a fight with one of his cousins, and she's the one who told him that he was adopted.
Wow.
Rio raps about the situation later on the track, Molly.
That's bogus as hell, bro. How you getting an argument with your cousin or your family member or whatever the case is, and you're gonna let him know that he was adopted so he could feel bad about himself, or you feel like you get a one-up on him, bro? Oh, he was adopted. Okay. That's not my fault. That's my mom and my pop's fault. They don't...
And now I'm finna say a bunch of shit I had bottled in. I barely know my family. I was adopted in.
That's crazy,
Gave me
bro.
2 Glocks for 1 verse. I got
Yo, Rio is cool, bro. It's cool. It's cool. Nothing wrong with being adopted, man. Just know that God probably, your parents probably was not for you, bro. He probably even set you up with a better group of people that's gonna really, like, for me, help you out for real, gang. Don't take it as no loss, bro.
twins. Plus my auntie overdosed off pills.
Wow.
That's why I popped perk 10. 1 verse. I got adopted twins. Plus my auntie overdosed off pills. That's why I popped perk 10s. Rio said that after he found out the woman who raised him wasn't really his mom, it messed him up as a kid. That's when he started acting out more and getting deeper in the streets. He didn't understand why his real mom gave him up, because she ended up having 2 more kids after him and didn't give them up. The woman.
Wow. So you telling me you gonna give a little Rio up and keep your other 2 kids, though, bro? Man, you're supposed to love your kids equally, though. It should not be no favoritism. It should be none of that, bro. Your kids is your kid. At the end of the day, man, you had all 3 kids in your stomach for 9 months. So it should not be no different treatment for any of them, because you all held them in your stomach for 9 months. All pushed them out, gang. And look, the one you gave up, look at him. He's doing his stuff, Dizzle, man, rapping, getting his money. He's doing his thing, and you gave him up. What is the other 2 doing?
Adopted him, showed him plenty of love.
Shout out to my
Rio
boy
still
Rio,
felt like he wasn't special, so he could do whatever, and it didn't matter. Rio also didn't have much of a relationship with his dad growing up. On the track, Do That, Rio said that he didn't even meet his real dad until he was 18. On the song, he rapped, "Where the fuck would I be if I listened to my pops? He ain't even say shit. I ain't even see the nigga till I was 18.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't seen my pops till I was like 8 years old, and I only saw my pops for like a year, because that other year, my grandma already filed for me to come to the United States. I mean, I was on my way out of here. My pops was in jail. And the crazy thing about it, right? That little year that I spent with my pops, bro, that nigga was not no good pops, gang. Like, yeah, my mom would send me little games and stuff. Like, for me, I don't know if y'all know about the DS, the little silver game and shit. My mom used to send me those. Nigga used to take my shit, let me keep it in his room, play my shit all day. I barely got a chance to play it. But he felt like since he went to jail and he didn't enjoy his childhood, he can come and take away mine from me. That's what my mama dudes got me up out of there quick. I already messed with my pop like that. For me, like, I don't got no grudge against him. I love him, but as far as kicking it with him and shit, I don't know, I'm good off, bro, man.
We make 30,000 off Lake Green.
I'm doing pretty good in my life, man.
People notice about Rio.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom Dukes and Grandma. Thank you. Every day I thank them. Thank you, Mom Dukes, and thank you, Grandma. And thank you to my auntie and the ones who did care for a nigga, man.
When he was 12 years old, Rio was already smoking weed and decided to cook some French fries for himself. Rio finished his blunt after he turned the stove on to boil a pot of oil.
Right.
And he got so high that he forgot he was cooking. The smoke alarm started going off all over the house. And when Rio ran back into the kitchen, the pot of oil was on fire. He carried the pot over to the sink and turned the water.
Nah, Rio, no. The water. You don't use no water, gang. You don't use no water. It makes it worse because the oil now. For me, the oil, I don't know why, but the oil with the water, it just makes it worse.
But that just made the fire flare up and splashed hot oil on Rio's face and arms. The burns were so bad that Rio thought he was gonna die, but his mom rushed him to the hospital. Rio's face was so messed up at first, half of his head was swollen. The doctor even told Rio not to look in the mirror when he went to the bathroom because he knew that it would freak Rio out to see himself like that. Eventually the burn started to heal a bit, but still left some big scars on Rio's face. He could have had a skin graft to take the scars off, but he decided not to have surgery on it. Now he says the scars help people remember.
So that's how he got his scar. Whole time, right? I thought bro had some like condition where like his skin was like, I don't know. I didn't know that he got burned when he was a kid. That's crazy. A lot of things don't be knowing. I'm thinking bro had some condition going on the whole time. Go lay down,
Rio never planned on being a rapper.
Go lay down.
He was around 15 years old. He met a dude who changed everything for him. PMC Mike. PMC Mike had moved to the same area Rio lived in.
Right.
But at first, Mike and Rio weren't really tight. Rio was selling some weed back then, but Mike was deeper in the trenches and used to break into houses and steal TVs. Mike and Rio would always see each other around the neighborhood though. And Mike was tied with Rio's cousin too. Then Rio's cousin got killed when Rio was 18. And after that, he started kicking it with Mike more. Half of Mike's family all worked legit jobs, but on his mom's side of the family, they were all in the streets. Mike started out kicking in doors and selling.
That's like my family type shit. My mom's side of my family, you gonna get lawyers, you're gonna get everybody, you're gonna get real estate agents, you're gonna get everybody doing something successful in life. My dad family, man, you're gonna get everything streetwise, man. Y'all know what I mean, everything streetwise. I'm not about to get too much into it, but y'all know everything is streetwise. That's that side.
But eventually he decided to get a real job because the dope game wasn't working out for him. Rio worked legit jobs too, but Mike and him were always thinking about becoming millionaires. They never thought it was gonna happen through rap, but then Rio and his homie Lil E bought some studio equipment for $400 and started rapping together. Back then they were making tracks for fun, but Rio's brother Louis Ray was already popping off in Flint. Louis Ray had been rapping for a while and had connections to the Detroit rap game too.
Right.
But Rio never thought about taking it seriously like that. Everyone knew that Rio had skills though, and none of his homies could keep him in the booth.
Right. But
then Mike started rapping with Rio, and that's when everything started to change. Their styles matched up like crazy, and everyone was going wild for the tracks they made together. Rio made a song with his brother Louis Ray too, and Louis Ray played it for a dude from Detroit named Peasy.
Right.
Peasy is a legend in the Detroit rap scene. Back in the day, he was part of a group called Team Eastside that he started in 2006. But then Peasy went solo and became one of the most respected rappers in the city.
Right.
Flint is really close to Detroit, and Rio came up listening to Peasy's music, so he was shocked when he heard that Peasy wanted to link up with him in the booth. But at the time, Rio was working a legit job and didn't have any time to go to Detroit and make music. He still didn't think that he could make any money from rap, so he stayed in Flint for a while and just kept working. Eventually, Louis Ray convinced Rio to take a trip out to Detroit and meet Peasy though. And that's when Rio realized he could actually make money in the booth.
Right.
Peasy jumped on the song with Louis Ray and Rio, and he didn't even charge Rio for the feature. And while Rio was kicking it with Peasy in Detroit, Peasy showed him how much money he was making off of streams, features, and doing shows. Linking up with Peasy was a huge win for Rio. But before they could make a lot of music together, Peasy got caught up in some crazy legal drama. Back in 2016, Peasy was listed in an indictment against a group called the 6 Mile Cheddar Grove Gang. The cops booked 11 alleged Cheddar Grove members and accused the gang of 4 murders that went down in 2015. Edwin Mills and Carlo Wilson shot up the Troster Market on December 1st and killed 2 people. And Cheddar Grove allegedly crashed out in broad daylight 2 other times and caught bodies on both hits. Peasy turned himself in 2019, but he almost didn't live long enough to go to prison. Back in 2018, Peasy won 2K at a rap battle and stopped at a gas station after it was over. He was sitting in his whip on the west side of Detroit when 2 dudes came up to rob him. And when Peasy didn't hand anything over, they started shooting and Peasy got hit a few times. Luckily, he made it out of the situation alive, but Peasy knew he was headed to prison. Peasy already knew that Rio could be bigger than him, and he told Rio he had to take rap seriously and hold it down while Peasy was in prison. Rio also caught a gun case in February 2019, but nobody thought it was going to be a big deal. Peasy told Rio to just make sure he didn't get indicted by the feds, and Rio said he was ready to go all in with rapping. But then just 2 weeks later, the feds indicted Rio for conspiracy to possess and distribute heroin and cocaine. The feds had some wiretap phone calls, and that's how Rio and some other dudes all got booked. But Rio said he didn't even know most of the guys who were on the case with him. According to Rio, he was never caught with drugs, and the gun charge he had wasn't legit because he legally owned the gun that they charged him with.
Right.
It sounds like the cops just wanted to put him away, though. And Rio basically had to decide between fighting the gun case or a drug case. Rio ended up pleading guilty for the gun, and that's when he really started going hard in the booth. Rio knew he didn't have a lot of time to make music, and back then he still wasn't making money off rap, even though his name was getting some buzz. Rio didn't even know how to put his music up on streaming platforms, but he had a cousin who knew how all of it worked. Rio's cousin helped him set everything up, and Rio dropped his first tape in 2019.
I ain't gonna lie, that boy Rio had some good people around him that wanted to see him win, though. Like, no cap. And that's what a lot of people don't be having, bro. Like, for me, you would have a group of homies that you're around, you grew up with everything, and bro, in reality, bro, these dudes do not want to see you do better than them in life, bro. And that's just straight facts, bro. Like, you gotta really get you some people and find you some people that when you win, gang, they feel like they win, like they don't want to. You dig? Like, really understand that when they win, like when you win, if I win right now, feel me? That nigga gonna be so excited, man. He gonna be so happy that I don't want in life, boy. He gonna think that he want in life too. Yeah, that's the type of homies you want around you, bro. See dudes like that, that means that they don't care about nothing that you have going on. As long as you doing something positive with your life, bro, taking care of your family, that makes them happy inside, bro. Get you some homies like that, you're gonna be straight in life. These dudes do not want to see you do better than them. Always remember that, bro. Do not nobody. Unless they really care for you like that and they really love you to that extent, like to the point, like, nah, bro, he doing his thing. I'm happy. You don't see Kai homies and shit, bro. You don't see after Kai did them 30 days, that boy dad started crying and stuff, bro. Kai was not even crying. He started crying because he's seeing how his homies, where they came from and they grew up together. For me, putting money together for sandwiches and stuff like that. For me, now to the point, like he's sitting here watching his homie achieve so much goals. And it's like, damn, bro. Like, all you could do is really just cry if you really care for that person, bro. And he cares for Kai. Tell me, come on, bro.
Rio's cousin told him that it would probably take 3 months before he got any money from the streams. But Rio's name was already so high that he got paid 3 weeks later for 1.6K. It wasn't a ton of money, but Rio saw the potential and really got on his grind. He dropped another tape 2 weeks later, and the next check was even bigger. Rio's money was going up from the streams, but he still had to get a legit job while he was fighting his case.
Right.
At first, the judge wouldn't even let Rio out on bond because the prosecutor showed a music video where Rio killed a cop and used his lyrics against him. But eventually, he got home and was on house arrest. Rio was facing some serious time. He couldn't even go to the studio or shoot videos outside of his house anymore. But he didn't let that slow him down. Rio was grinding so hard to make music that he was recording tracks while he was holding his son and feeding him.
If you go listen back to some of them old CDs, you probably hear my son in the background. I was holding my son, feeding him.
Why is he recording? Yeah.
Rio dropped
Like
4
Ryan
solo
Don't Stop,
projects in
y'all.
2019
Ryan Don't
and linked
Stop,
up with
no.
PMC Mike for 2 collab tapes. Rio was treating the rap game like a hustle, and he was doing features for anybody that would pay him. He said sometimes he'd get a few thousand for a feature, but he would hop on tracks with fans too and only charge him like $100.
I'm taking anything, 5,000, 500. Probably got a son for me.
My boy a hustler, bro.
$400 while I was getting millions of views, bro. It got to a point where I'm rapping with fans.
Eventually, Rio made enough off his streams and features that the judge in this case let him quit his other job because it was clear that Rio had a career in the rap game.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people don't know is that Rio was already giving back to the community while he was still on house arrest. Rio definitely
Real
wasn't making
nigga right there,
millions,
man.
but he still started helping out people in Flint and gave away a
I'm
bunch
saying, bro, like, I don't know, bro, and shit like this just make me smile, bro, because I'm not no hating ass nigga, bro. I'm gonna just wait my turn till I get what I get, bro. But me just seeing these dudes, like, the things they do and when they came from, it just makes me happy and it motivates me, like, and it tells me, yo, I can really do it, bro. I done came from these shits. I done came from this. I done came from this right here. So I could do it too, bro. I could do it too, bro. And it makes me happy seeing this, bro. I don't know how y'all niggas be hanging on niggas when they doing shit like this. Bro, how that shit don't make you happy? A man got money to take care of his family. A man got money to give around his neighborhood to kids that I never had that before. Man, come on, how could that make you upset, bro? I don't, bro. I just hate, bro.
Turkeys on Thanksgiving to families who couldn't afford their own.
Come on,
Rio
bro.
stayed on probation for 2 years and didn't get into any more legal drama at
Bro,
all.
Rio,
And
man.
after a while, Rio thought he might not even have to go to prison. Peasy came back home while Rio was waiting to see how his case turned out, and they hopped right back in the booth together. Rio didn't have a criminal history, and his career was starting to really pop off.
Yeah.
But the judge still sent him to prison, and right before he got locked up, Rio dropped a track Last Day Out and rapped, "YouTube checks rolling in. I ain't even checked. I wasn't paranoid at all. I ain't even sweat. 20 racks on the floor right now. I'ma need that. 3 years and 8 months, I'll be right back. $250,000 put up, I can sleep like that. But I'm really nervous though. I can't even cap. Getting locked up was a big loss." But Rio had recorded so much music while he was out on bail that he was able to keep dropping new music while he was locked up. Fans were still rocking with him like crazy. And Rio's name got even bigger because other rappers were popping out to support him. Peasy had been pushing Rio since day one, and he even dropped a tape called Free Rio to show love. There were rumors that Rio was going to get out in January 2024, but unfortunately that's not how it worked out, and Rio spent almost a whole year behind bars. He had been sentenced to 5 years, and fans were worried that he might spend the whole 5 years in prison. But then in December 2024, the news broke that he was finally coming home. When Rio got out, he hopped straight on a private jet and went to Atlanta. Then he dropped Rio Free, which was the first new track he recorded in 4 years. A lot of rappers fall off when they catch a case and go to prison. But Rio blew up even more while he was inside, and Rio Free.
Rio should not fall. Like, Rio got his own style, bro. The way he just rap is just like fire to me, though, bro. For me, he ain't falling off. He did 4 years, man. Bro, still young.
Millions of views in just a few days after he dropped it.
Yeah.
Rio said he's happy with how he's popping off, but he's still hungry and wants to take it even further. Going to prison also made Rio realize how he needs to really focus on the rap game and stay out of legal drama. He said that was his first and last bid, and hopefully that doesn't change. Rio came up off the underground scene in Flint, but he's got huge names pushing him too. Lil Yachty tapped in with him before Rio went to prison, and now they're allegedly planning on dropping a tape together. Rio said that Yachty DM'd him out of the blue one day and told him his music was hard. At the time, Rio didn't know Yachty's music that well, but he appreciated him reaching out because Yachty was already a big artist. Rio invited Yachty to come to Flint and work on music together, and Yachty pulled up to Rio's hood without security.
He came to Flint, man. That's why I love this nigga. He came to Flint and got in my car and told his security guard to fuck off. He rode through my neighborhood with me, Lil Yachty.
Rio said that Yachty wasn't even wearing any jewelry.
Yachty cool, bro. Yachty cool people too. Yachty cool people too, bro. Okay.
They didn't be regular.
He wasn't bougie acting or I'm a millionaire. He didn't even have his jewelry on. Not because he was scared. He wanted to feel regular. He told me that 10 times.
Rio said they gave him a lot of respect for Yachty, and ever since, they've been tapped in. If Rio keeps the momentum up, he could really pop off and hit the mainstream. He already built a crazy fan base while he was locked up. He couldn't tour and make new music. So if Rio doesn't get caught up in any more cases, there's no telling how big he's gonna get.
It's facts, bro. I just hope and pray that my boy Rio just stay out the way. Like, I'm rooting for my boy Rio 100%, bro. I like my son music. Like, his music is great to me, bro. No cap, y'all. I know y'all listen to that boy Rio. Don't tell me I don't. You lying. You dig. But for me, just stay out the way, my boy. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing. You just came home. For me, you're probably working on a little album right now for the fans. Yeah, I'm knowing. I mean, but just like, keep doing your thing, my boy. You don't gotta be doing that right now. You're making too much money on for you to be, for me, in and out of jail, my boy. It makes no sense for me. But that's that video, man, y'all. Let me know how y'all boys feel about this video in the comment section, man. We're in the road to 500 subs. The grind don't stop. Never gonna stop. I'm out of here, man.